Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 30 base. Blue there. Check out.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return? Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. What we got, what we got, what we got? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get in the weight room. Get
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Herbert. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And getting our first update now from Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Haskins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
Check 99. Check 90. Put it to Jet. Bomber. Put it to Jet. Bomber. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Out.
On the ground, Geis hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your 10th
anyone.
born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Pick it up.
Now.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert, he's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Henry, you got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On first down, this is Geis. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Fresno. My ball. 50. I got it. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here we go. Set. Time to end it. 50. Hey, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A run with Smallwood. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set 90, Wolf. 5. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. 56. Too little, Pat. Bravo. 5.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Lucky. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 1. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight end right. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bang, go. Bang.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always
got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Here we go. Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They start on the ground with Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 52. Smooth.
Off-play action. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. 15 line. 16 line. We want this. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. I got it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Haskins now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike neutral poker. Watch one. Check.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. This to Jarwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 6-yard line.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The balls get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41, going on the ground with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check the call, check the call. Hey, 50's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins back to the air. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 3rd down. Here's Haskins going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go. Echo. Wild Bill.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Go. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. So don't say nothing.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Keep the Pittsburgh. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Truck. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go.
Haskins going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm running my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops, uno no, I could be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking Collecting trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Build the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.